Woman in desperate situation of life and death. How strong is the ability to survive? To evade pursuit. Woman steps on it. Suddenly there was intense shooting from behind. In the plan, the woman fell to the point of death, being afraid of water. When a woman wants to catch the braid, it's a pity that his hands were tied up. This simple action cannot be completed. The water flow is getting faster and faster. Ahead is the great step. If you can't stop, he will be born here. The woman's name is Xiaomi. Critical moment. He caught the abandoned plane Zonghai. Now there is only one person left before the end. Huge wearing experience. Take away the little one immediately. Lien Qin is about to fall into the drum body. The little American mouth is catching the plane doctrine. Below is the Wanzhong spiral fawn. If you fall, there is basically no chance of survival. Looking at the endless sound under my feet, Zaimai's desire to have a baby breaks out. He sighed angrily. Then we can chat with all our strength. He's climbing on the wing. Before he could recover, the wings continue to get smaller. Otherwise, the wing will start to break down. Little Mycopian pig breathed slowly and stood up. He knew that if he hesitated, he would die. Just when the little beautification continues. Only then was it established. Disappeared into the paved. Fortunately, Xiaomi caught the sound of the machine and saved her life. He quickly climbed into the plane. The giant column of gown and cave movement. Make it weak all over and make some adjustments. I saw the iron sheet with the word Huchi woven on it. So he immediately put the horse tied on his hand on it and rubbed it. At this moment, an airplane without half a wing charge. See clear shoes under the waterproof wearing machine. Xiaomi speeds up the friction. Fortunately, at the last moment, even with the belt, it buckles the clip. But the danger is not over. The plane felt like it was stuck between pressure selection again. Zaimai's situation at this time is very dangerous. It just needs to twist its body slightly. It can cause the aircraft to continue to cross-section due to strong force, but strong ball fertility. Let Xiaomi find another first-line upgrade. There is a falling scatter above the head. Xiaomi invites dental visit. Eat alone to be healthy. Use the other hand to reach the falling powder. Still a little short of. This was when Xiaomi grabbed the fallen shit. The plane was also measured and smashed into pieces. Xiaomi hugged Luo and dispersed. The most accurate. Pull apart and fall apart. Although a bit cross, but it can still reduce the speed of decline. Available in Xiaomi descend room. Still, many of them penetrated into him to repair. But my life was saved. Just 3 days ago, the woman received a mysterious letter. In order to save Hong Wuqin, his father, go looking for lost ancient trees transplanted. But not only were no traces found, even my father disappeared too. In my father's research laboratory, information related to Xiaomi Chaiwa. In order to find out the truth, he embarked on a road of no return. Xiaomi found the captain Xiao Shuai. After the general soft mold and hard cannon, Xiao Shuai agreed to help him. The two became wolves and set off by setting off by fire. On this day, there was a sudden disturbance that surprised Xiaomi. The huge amount of food that is as high as rice has been sucked. Soon the small boat started to attack the huge amount first. Hit by burnt food. Xiao Shuai with experience in Feng High immediately decide on ship escape. At the moment when the boat was broken up, Xiao Nai jumped up and down. But when he climbed into the darkness, a flying silver flashed across. Xiao Nai was single-handedly attacked again. The two were raped by local tour groups. Worked hard. These Taoist thieves are crazy and crazy. Anyone who is old, sick, or disabled, or if it has no value, it should be eliminated altogether. Just escaping from here quickly is the best policy. Xiao Shuai sees the right time. Take a look and just flip one over. The two quickly sealed their money and fled. The Taoist thief who stood first was unconscious in the back. Various mountain sites in Xian Pipingji defeated machine gunfire. But now there is no road ahead. The only hope for survival. Just cross the poison bridge ahead. But when Xiao Mian walked to the middle room, I went to catch up with him on the road behind. One morning, Xiao Xiaomian fell into Inya. Follow the flow of Zaimai's despair. But the survival instinct is still to keep it positive for a long time. Xiao Mian found a landing gear hidden in the sea of the plane. Follow the path to success. It pulls out the numbers on its body. Only when you walk into the seaside can you clearly see this part of the island. This is the nameless island where the wind seal was lost. Little buried in the woods at night. Once in a while it saw a person. This man is the missing father. But strange thing. My father has been avoiding it. It turns out that the address of the lost household has been found nearby. In order to deal with the animal husbandry team, the military animal husbandry did not dare to see you. However, what he didn't know was that, when I came to the 1,000-year-old ancient animal husbandry nearby, the pastoral team has been waiting here for a long time. Xiaomei also happened to call at this time. In order to open the ancient animal husbandry mechanism, go near where the pastoral team is taking Xiaomei and threaten him. In desperation, Zayamai Zeho climbed up the ancient animal and turned the city. The door to the 1,000-year-old ancient animal husbandry is now open. After entering the gate, reward bid not amount. When people only threaten Xiaomei, lead the way. But before they can get out of diversity, Xiaomei suddenly stepped on it. But the strange thing is, when the mechanism starts, dead and truly living classical coins, the screen that rolled in front of them immediately made everyone reflect. This is the mechanism of the ancient tomb, designed to prevent someone from coming out from inside. This suddenly made everyone cautious. Soon they came to the screen. I saw a soldier standing in a clear place and accidentally stepped on the mechanism. The ground fell instantly. It can be seen from the cracked gap. Under their feet, there is an invisible source of thousands of applauses, running in the Xiaomei Deep Pine Sensitivity Festival. At the last minute, the door finally opened. The wooden master's lost view of antiquity is right in front of his eyes. A sense of double standards in Wang Yi's life, surrounding mercenary troops and turning on ammunition. Prepare to remove the interference tape inside. The man just accidentally touched a lattice face. In the next second, Shirti Sutra starts instantly. It turns out that this is a noble man from ancient times. In order to get down to the tomb shell, I used a long method. Hear this. Now that we have to go up and continue translating the visual aspects inside. But he is the only one with just one skill. I discovered that several strange black streaks had crawled onto my hand. The scary screen in front of you. Feeling relaxed about the people around you. But it's too late. The next second, the painful man suddenly. In the end, he was sent to West America on the spot because of the loose bid. Thinking back to the phone call I saw before, Xiaomei understood everything instantly this time. It turns out that being attached to a master and being raped by a woman is not humiliation. He is actually an asymptomatic virus ridden with. He can't speak himself, but everyone who touches him cannot escape. So in order to prevent the virus from spreading outside, he locked himself up in the hospital with his own hands. Watching the deaths of Ring Alliance, Dashin warns Superscripts that they must not take this virus out. Otherwise, the whole world will face a consumption ban. But how could Superscript listen to his warning? Instead, He used money to buy a finger that belonged to the owner, then carefully put it into the belt. The ingredients are starting right now. Xiaomi from the same class suddenly took the Dangshan port. Please introduce me and kill the chickens and fishes without saying anything. And Dashan didn't give up and made a game with black people, who was only in chaos. Corpse accidentally touched by black sympathizers. This matter has been infected with a disease that was guarded about its general manager. Although Dashan has ended the battle, but the body was still rubbed by the other party. Although I dare not. But Dashan autonomy must not be left. So I'll fuck Xiaomi till the end. Without any reason, the containment pipe was detonated and the wood blood was sealed. However, this also completely angered Xiaomi. If it weren't for Shang Biao's soup, his father, who was not easy to find, would not die here either. Soon Xiaomi caught up with the escaped superscript. However, Xiaomi never expected that when this person usually only knows how to give orders and let others do their part. I didn't expect it to be a real master. So in order to prevent the superior bid from escaping, Xiaomi Jing's directly cut off Shadow. And this also completely angered the superscript. I quickly beat Xiaomi to the point of being helpless, pretending it was you. Seeing that Xiaomi is about to be sent to the northwest, suddenly there was a huge explosion behind me. Take this opportunity. Xiaomi quickly knocked the superscript to the ground. Then he inserted his interfering fingers into superscript's mouth. Then he kicked him down from Wanzhong Xian. Then Xiaomi didn't block, dare to grab the son of God leading to the outside and quickly rise into the air. Lucky thing, Xiaomi was finally blinded by Brother Chong and returned to London to undertake the Helicopter Safety Act. Because I know my father is really dead this time. So he signed the agreement without hesitation, inherited the family's signature and wealth. That's it for today's story.